Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show. Today is going to be, I guess, episode 2 in What Would Ghosts Do? Today's assessment, I guess you'd call it, of what would ghosts do in a certain situation, comes from Vicky Lovato of Corpus Christi, Texas. Vicky writes, "We live at the beach and have nowhere to bug out to. I have recently started canning and have been trying to stock up on extra food and water. I am just not sure if we will be safe in a SHTF situation. My house has a lot of windows. I have a few weapons and a little ammo. Ammo is hard to find. It is me, 63 years old, my husband, 67, who has a lot of health issues, and my 28-year-old daughter." Well, Vicky, your scenario is actually kind of unique in more ways than one. One of the biggest ways, and a lot of people may look at it as a disadvantage, is the simple fact that you took a lot of the choices that would maybe make you confused or get out of control off the table when you said you have nowhere to bug out to. All right, so if you know that bugging out is not an option, then your choices of things to do have been simplified greatly. So if you know you're not leaving and you know you're going to shelter in place at home, then obviously water is your number one concern. Food right behind it. Shelf-stable food. And when I say water, I mean either stock up on bottled water and stuff, or have a fresh water supply that's readily available, maybe a stream, a creek, a lake, something like that. And I suggest a Berkey water filter as well. Those things are awesome for stagnant water, water out of ponds, anything but ocean water. It actually purifies urine. I mean, it's an amazing piece of equipment. So you're not bugging out. You know you're staying at home. You said you have a few weapons. You have some food and water put away. You have a few weapons and a little bit of ammo. Ammo is hard to find. Yes, ammo is very hard to find. What I suggest you do, and I suggest you take advantage of your age, to play the poor, pitiful woman on her own, hit up a couple of gun stores, make friends with somebody there that works there, get them your number, and have them call you when a shipment's coming in. I do that all the time. I do it at Walmart's when I'm looking for a particular item. I do it at the gun store where I get my ammo. I get a call either a day ahead of time or the day of the delivery, and lots of times one of my friends there, he'll hold back a box or two of something for me. So I suggest networking with those people and stock up on a little bit more ammo. I'm not sure exactly how much you said, but you said you have a little, and you can always get more. But yeah, do some networking. I mean, just ask them please to call you when it's coming in, or please hold you back a couple of boxes of 5.56 or 22 or whatever it is, whatever caliber you need. And people like being nice, and people like helping people. I mean, they really do if you give them an option. And if you walk in there, hey, I'm really low on ammo, the world's going to shit. Would you mind holding the box for me? Here's my number. I'd bet you money they'll do it. So that would be my suggestion as far as beefing up your ammo. Now, your husband, with his health issues, I'm not sure what they are. I'm going to assume that it revolves around age, possibly diabetes, maybe some other things I don't know. If it's medication related, I would suggest trying your best to stock up on your medication, at least get 30, 60, 90 days worth. And you can do that through your doctor and do the best you can on that. And obviously, I would say maybe it's got something to do with mobility, since you stated that you can't bug out and you have nowhere to bug out to. And you're talking about your house has a whole lot of windows, and you're close to the beach. Windows are good and bad because they work both ways. People can see in, but you can see out. So it obviously it's a breach point, a potential breach point, depending on how high off the ground your windows are. If they're 4.5, 5 feet up off the ground, somebody's got to bring something to step on. They got to jump up and pull up to climb into it. So yeah, windows are a potential breach point and a security issue. But the 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Whether they choose a door versus the window, it doesn't matter. Somebody's trying to break in, and there are plenty of ways to get creative as far as how to bar your doors and make your windows very dangerous to climb in through. What I would suggest in your particular situation, because this is particularly about you, with your situation, with you and your husband and your daughter, having all the windows, nowhere to bug out to, I would strongly suggest that you reach out to your neighbors, network with your neighbors. Maybe you've got one or two that live really close to you or even beside you that are either in the same position you are or have the same kind of feelings as towards an SHTF situation. Maybe they're even preppers. And just kind of ask strategic questions and see, who's who and what's what and who's going to have your back, and see if you can kind of get a little group together. Because usually when shit hits the fan, I've been through hurricanes, tornadoes, natural disasters, and every single time your neighborhood kind of comes together in like a little tribe, a little group, and everybody, for some reason, their first instinct is to go out and help other people and help each other. Now that usually only lasts about 72 hours, maybe a week after that, and then if society hasn't come back together yet, you start to see people branch off and start worrying about me first, me first, me first. But initially, you're going to have a big let's help the community kind of movement. So I would suggest in your situation, do your best to network in your neighborhood or your area and see if you can't find another household, maybe even two other households, and have a plan to, if something does go down, if shit does hit the fan, maybe you guys come together in one household, and now you got 6, 8, 10, 12 people in one house that you can defend those windows. Maybe these other people you're with, maybe you're short on ammo. Maybe they got ammo, but they're short on food, so you concentrate on the food. Maybe the other family has 2 or 3 sons that are in their 20s and 30 years old that are very physical, that can do the physical stuff you need to do. Go ahead now and try to get you a little group of like-minded individuals that live close to you, who your situations are the same, because there's strength in numbers. And that's my biggest opinion that I would do if I was in your situation. Since bugging out is not an option, you have to stay home, and you've got to strengthen your home, which means you're going to need more people, you're going to need a group, and you're going to need a plan. And that's where I would start. And that's there was limited information in your question. I hope I answered your question up to what you were wanting to hear. But bottom line, if you can't leave, then you've got to strengthen where you're at, and that's going to revolve around getting people, supplies, and resources. That will do it for this issue of What Would Ghosts Do. Vicki, thank you very much for the email. Please, if I didn't answer it to your liking, please hit me up with another email and I will correct it. If you have something else you want to throw in there, I will get back to you with that. And thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you're enjoying this series. I know I am. If you want to be a part of it, and you either want me to just do a video response or you want to come on live with me, I'm going to go live at least once a week with a live response with the person asking the questions and with the panel, or excuse me, with the people in the comments asking questions as well. I'll do it once a month. I'm looking towards either Saturday, possibly Sunday to do that. I'll know more in the next couple days. But if you're interested and you would like me to do a review on a specific situation that pertains strictly to you, or just a situation in your head that you think would be awesome to get some other input, please write me a detailed email. The more detailed, the better, because I can dig further into it with details. The email address is wwwgdquestions@gmail. That's wwwgdquestions@gmail.com. Shoot me an email there, and hopefully within a few days I can get back to you, and we'll go from there. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and share and comment and all that cool stuff you guys do, and I really appreciate your support. Thanks a lot.